Guys, as a lot of you will know, I have a bit of a passion for cars. I love cars, and I love my car. Brilliant. But one of my good friends has just turned up, and it's turned my head just a bit. You see, let's jump in. So, Thomas,
James,
McLaren 570 GT.
indeed.
You have officially turned my head, and I want you to talk me into this car, and then hopefully, if Laura watches this video, talk me out of this car.
Talk you into this car. I shouldn't need to do that. Look at it.
It is a bit. I'm going to put some images on screen now, and even like I'm looking at myself in the recording, the seatbelt orange. It's leery, but it's cool.
Even that screams let's have it, doesn't it?
It does, and so much as even like the doors and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I love my car, and as I already explained to you guys in the introduction, I love the Vantage. Like, it's perfect, it's too good.
I'd agree.
Apart from the brake squeaking, but we'll
get past that.
We'll get past that, but if something's too good, do you then have to kind of move over to... I'm trying to talk myself out of it, and I just don't...
An alternative.
Yeah.
I don't know, look, I mean, for me, for you, the Aston does its job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice daily car, it's usable, fit your golf clubs in, there's all that shebang. However...
The doors don't go up.
Yes. The doors don't go up, and also, I think the primary difference for me, when you get into something like a McLaren product, is you are in an out-and-out sports car.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Borderline supercar.
Yes.
I think we can safely say.
I would argue that your Aston is more GT orientated.
Even though this is a 570 GT.
Yes.
It's got a boot.
Yes, it has got a, well...
Sort of. A latch.
That's a stretchy boot, isn't it?
Miss you?
We don't miss you.
It's not going to work at all. Let me get that mucky bag out of your car.
Front seat, mate.
Might as well be a 570, yes.
Like your clubs in there without the bag.
I need a bag, mate.
Put the bag in front. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of differences between the two cars, isn't there? I think the usability, obviously the look is different.
The looks you get are different as well.
Yes,
that's one of the big things.
I mean, one thing I've definitely noticed since, you know, having access to this car is the way that people look at you, the amount of room they leave you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All of that does change, and I mean, it is a game of perception. At the end of the day, you know, there's no more money here. In fact, there's less money here than your Aston. You know,
and that's what kind of made it comparable, because obviously we finance cars, and that's what normal people do at this level.
Yeah.
And for me, the kind of finance package should work out very similar.
Yes.
So it's almost like, I think this is perceived to be a more expensive car, because I think at least it would have been, yes. And it's a performance car. But is it, like, how usable is it? Do you use this every day?
Yes. I can very comfortably use this car every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, obviously I have got a second car. You know, the little GTI, so I don't use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, for me, it is a little bit weather dependent. I'm extremely fussy about how.
Like, we have picked the worst day ever to bring this out.
Literally the worst day in the world. But you know what? That's okay. It's still, you know, I think the other thing, I think the perception of people is that when you have a car like this, you drive like a dick all the time, and it's really not that for me. I just like being in this car. I have been a devout petrol head since I was knee high.
Yeah.
So for me, driving this car is just ultimate.
It brings out the 13-year-old in you, doesn't it?
Yes,
and I think even, and I'm going to mention,
I think a lot more than the Aston does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely does. And the Aston's a dream car for me, and I absolutely love it.
Yes.
But the doors don't go up.
No.
And I've got to keep branching back to that, and it's something that silly.
If I was gonna describe it, like, every time you even walk up to this car and open the door, it's an occasion.
Yeah.
It's special.
So we've just been for a coffee to Costa, and you pull in the car park and everyone in Costa looks out.
Yes.
And that's not something which you could potentially want. You can own one of these cars without wanting to be looked at. Yes. I think that's a big misconception, and hopefully people who are watching this video are car people, and you'll kind of get that. I love when I pull up at a petrol station and people go,
nice
I love
car,
that. What is it?
Yeah.
And you talk a little bit about it yourself. It's got this engine and it's got these options and whatever.
Yeah.
Some people don't like them, and that's fine. That's everyone has their own hobbies and their own things on the left here, mate. Straight up here. The own things that they like and the own things they want to spend the money on.
Of course they do. And it's an each to their own thing. You know, again, I think people have this perception when you're driving cars like this that you're some kind of multi-trillionaire. You really don't have to be.
No.
I mean, they are quite accessible. You know, I've got clients at work who drive what you might call more normal cars that are more money than this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A brand new Range Rover is a lot more than that.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you're spending a lot more a month than I am.
Yeah.
So it depends what you want, doesn't it? You know, for me, this is just pure fun.
And it's
and my way of relaxing.
It's not practical. We're going to get out in a minute and we're going to have a kind of look round and we're going to look at the boot.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to see if my golf club's fitting. If they do,
have a look, see.
then we're all in trouble. I mean,
Yes.
guys, so
you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I went to test drive a 570S yesterday, and it was
Did you video it?
wonderful.
Did you take any videos?
No, Laura. I'll put on screen what Laura did. Oh dear.
Hi, my name's James and I'm annoying.
It's nice to have a little bit of Drake, isn't it? Capital. I've seen so many.
Laura loved it. She couldn't open the door, and then she got a little bit. She was like, "We can't have this." And I get that. I totally get it, because like you said, so Tom's going to a wedding at the weekend, and you're not taking it because it's that misconception, isn't it, of what people think.
You just don't necessarily want to be that guy.
But then I'm always of the mindset of I don't really care what people think.
Neither do I. It's more for the business benefit, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But you know, I do understand what she's saying.
I think this would be a perfect second car if you've got like an X5, an X4, an X3, something that you'd jump in every day, a Range Rover or whatever.
I'd go with that.
When I had the Porsche, I didn't think too much about day-to-day. Oh, my golf clubs. Obviously, I've got the roof box at home. That's still in the garage. I don't have to use that for the Aston.
Yes.
But do I want to put it on a McLaren?
The thing is, for you, like that's only going to apply if you're going golfing with someone else, isn't it?
Yeah, because the clubs would sit where I am now.
If we were going golfing, that's where your golf clubs go, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and that's where I sort of.
How often do you do that?
You see, I have an hourly debate with myself. Great idea, shit idea.
Yes.
And it isn't literally an hourly debate. So at what point do I say, because when I had the Porsche and I was driving day to day, I didn't have the roof box on. If I was going to work, it was just me with golf clubs, camera equipment, whatever. The front boot, the front is brilliant.
Yeah.
You'll get all your camera stuff in there, no problem. And then the passenger seat, obviously you sit your golf clubs there and it's fine. Put a towel down, put a mat down. No one knows that they've ever been there.
Yes.
Do you want to be having to do that all the, I don't know. Guys, I'm a little bit, obviously, a lot of people...
You're too-minded, mate, aren't you?
A lot of people will be saying, you've only had the Aston Martin 5 minutes, why are you chopping and changing, what are you trying to prove? The thing is, when you have a car like this, and I think you'll agree with me here, the key is to not have it too long.
Yes, totally.
Don't put too many miles on it, don't have it too long, don't let it dip too much in value, get out, get in, get out, get in.
There's a reason why when you come across supercars and supercar owners, they change all the time. And the reason they change all the time is so we don't dip in money. If you keep a car a year, you're likely to take quite a large hit on whatever deposit you put in.
Because you put 10,000 miles on it,
right? And you obviously used it. That's particularly for you because you do use it every day.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're willing to take that hit, fine. If you love the car, keep it by all means. But if you just want to keep changing and keep switching, then without doubt the way to do that is to move on quickly. You know, switch from one to the next, keep it moving, keep the mileage down, and just keep going with it. And again, everybody thinks it costs you loads and loads and loads of money. Yeah, okay, it's not cheap, but smiles for miles for me.
What I might do is have a little bit of a series running where I look at different cars, because I don't want to jump into a McLaren straight away.
No, you're not in a rush, are you?
Not in a rush. I love my car, I love its pieces. I was looking at 911s, the cheaper end, like the kind of Carrera one.
Yeah.
Anything that's a similar kind of value to mine, because I don't want to go and chuck any more money at it, because the Vantage kind of was my level, or is my level.
Yes.
But if I can get something a little bit different for the same price for summer or whatever,
that's
pretty much, yeah. So then the monthly should be the same. But guys, we're going to pull over in a minute. I'm going to show you the outside exterior of this car, and we'll talk through why it is just so special. I mentioned about the doors. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. And we have picked the worst day ever for this. Oh no! So the audio is going to be absolutely terrible, but yeah,